So quickly, let us define purpose. What is purpose? Before I define, I want you to know this. It is very important to define something if you are to understand it and benefit from it. Your definition of something determines your attitude towards it and how much you benefit from it. Friend, it's very important to define something. If you are to just really understand it and benefit from it, because here is a practical example. If you define something to be negative, what will happen is that even your attitude towards it will be negative. In fact, in most cases, you try to avoid that thing. Why? Because you have defined it as negative to you. So how are you going to benefit from it? So even if your attitude is negative to it, you won't be able to benefit from something that may be good. So something may be good and may be right for you, but how you have defined it is very, very important. It will determine your attitude towards it, and it will determine how much you benefit from it. So in the same way, it is important to define something correctly, or else you miss out on its benefits. So it's very important to define something correctly. Sometimes we miss out on certain benefits because we don't define things correctly. We defined them in a wrong way, the way things are not. Defining things is very important. So one of the things that you have to learn, especially whenever you are exposed to new information, whenever you are exposed to something, try to define it, try to understand it. And once you do so, then you realize how much you can benefit from that or not. Why? Because you have defined that thing correctly. So let us make sure we define things correctly in our lives. So what is purpose? Purpose is the reason for existence. It is why something has been created. Dr. Miles Munroe simply puts it this way as the original intention for creating something. That is purpose. The original keyword there is original intention. Purpose is the original intention for creating something. Why something was created or why something has been created, that is purpose. That is purpose. Why you started that business, that is purpose. And that purpose is very, very important. For example, if your reason for doing business is not a strong one, what will happen is that you may start that business, but immediately you begin to face challenges. You may end up giving up, or because the reason for you doing that business is not a strong one. But if you have a strong reason for doing something, no matter how hard it gets, you keep going until you succeed, until you really succeed. So the original intention for creating something, that is purpose. That is the purpose. What is the purpose of a telephone? What is the purpose of a motor vehicle? To transport you easily from one place to another. It doesn't matter how fancy the vehicle is. Those are extra benefit, like to make your journey delightful. But the primary purpose is to transport you, make you move from one place to another, from point A to point B quickly, compared if you were just walking. So purpose is the reason for existence. It is why something has been created. It's the original intention for creating something. That's what purpose is. It is exactly what the manufacturer or the creator intended, or what he had in mind, not what you think it is or discover to be the usefulness of something. So the purpose of a thing is what the manufacturer intended It's what the manufacturer intended or had in mind, not what you think. Keyword, not what you think. The manufacturer intended, it's the manufacturer's mind, what he had in mind when he was creating something. So purpose is the manufacturer's intention, not what you think. So you may discover this to be maybe the usefulness of using this tool, but if it is not used according to the original intention, that is not the purpose, that is abuse. Abuse is the combined word, it's abnormal use. That is abuse. Abnormal use. You abnormally use something. So even when it comes to purpose, abuse, why we abuse yourself is we are abnormally using ourselves. We are abnormally using ourselves. That is not the way something was supposed to be used. I want to give you an example of let's say pornographers. So the pornographers, what they are doing, they are abusing sex. They are abusing sex. That is not the way sex was intended for. That's not what sex is intended for. No wonder it does damage to a person doing it, to the actors, even the people who are watching it, does some damage. Why? It's because that is abnormally using the purpose of a thing, abnormally using something. Sex is intended to be used in marriage, and this thing, if you abnormally use it, it will do more damage. It will do more damage to you. It will do more damage to you. So the meaning of life is simple. It is purpose. Purpose is the meaning of life. In other words, purpose is the meaning of life. Friend, if you've been searching for the meaning of life, here is the answer. Purpose. Purpose is the meaning of life. The meaning to your why, to why you exist, is purpose. Your purpose is why you are here on earth, the reason for your existence. That is what purpose is. It is why you are here on earth and the reason for your existence. So, friend, that is the definition of purpose, the meaning of life, why you are here on earth, the original intention of the manufacturer. That is purpose, the original intention of the manufacturer. That is purpose. And that's what we are going to explore in this course. Let's go to the next one.